the stats on gold versus ink. They're both a 10% chance, but your first chance to get inked is on split 4, whereas your first chance to get gold is on split 5. So neither are super likely. It's just your first opportunity to get the other one comes sooner. Oh, you know what's a thought I just had here, chat? The change to Viper means we can Titania Viper the same way we Titania Green Goblin now, because you'll never risk Viper giving Titania if there's a lower card in her path. That's actually kind of absurd, yeah? Okay, and now it looks like we're going to Viper over, well, I just do this now, yeah? Yeah. I say it looks like we're gonna Viper over here, so we Viper center, but I can actually just go for both. Ah, Marble Snap. What a silly game. What a silly game Marble Snap is.
I am Iron Man.
Victory.
Are we the bad guys? Against Mr. Negative, unequivocally. Unequivocally, we are the bad guys. Oh my god. It's so evil. It's so beautiful. man. Oh, if this is wrong, then I have very little desire to be right if this is wrong. They snapped me? What the fuck does that mean? They snapped me. I think they've had enough. That's probably the case. Enough's enough, Hogland! A video gamer can only take so much before they call it quits.
Victory.
Fair warning! If you've never played a deck like this before, chat, get ready to be roped a lot.
Snap.
Be prepared. I was just thinking I wanted to draw Daredevil. Oh. Should I play Hood to the right? I probably should have played Hood to the right. Hood Viper feels like home, gamers. Feels like home. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming, but makes me happy. Makes me happy. I'm expecting Doctopus to win the left for us. Alternatively, Green Goblin plus Grandmaster My Debris sounds delectably evil depending on what they do here. Fork Bomb, thank you for the entire year of support. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Unethical Snapstream. You're not wrong. Anyway, so they're jubileeing the left. Which means if I do this, I fill their game board, yes? Everywhere they have one spot over here? I don't believe you. All your cards cost 2 less. Good luck, Godspeed. A 7th turn? For me? You shouldn't have. No, really, you really shouldn't have. Man. Wow, what a good sport. That was 100% bullying, and they took it completely in stride. Jump, thank you for the 14 months. Welcome back. 21 more Viper boosters. Throw them on the pot, gamers. All right, well, we're definitely doing more of that when we get back. Have some adverts. We're gonna Viper some more things. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere, video gamers. 1000% cyberbullying. All right, it's 3:30. We're gonna be streaming for a little while yet. I think that means it's time to hop on the bike. Zeitzel, thank you for the 5 months. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Opponent knows how to take a gentle ribbing. Freezing Flame, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Pedal, pedal. Cardio, cardio. Is there room for Circe in this deck? I don't think so. Hand buff Lockjaw. That's an interesting thought. That definitely wants Psylocke in it for Gwenpool and Lockjaw. Let me know how it goes.
Snap.
Man, today's OTA really feels like they released 2 new cards, huh? Like Viper and Locke, and it's honestly one of the absolutely freaking coolest things about Marvel Snap. Where that just like happens with some frequency. It's like, oh, by the way, you know those things that were in your collection that were useless? We're gonna put some life into them, gamer. Go enjoy them. Clogs pretty good against Thanos, by the way. Excuse me? Do you like Thanos Destroy? We're about to get Carnage or Killmonger. We can get got here. Ooh, Mockingbird just really good. Well played, opponent. Yahtzee! Assuredly 18's enough to win the middle, right, Cope? Oh, they have a bunch of Sentinels in their hand. 18's actually super likely to win the middle. Oh, no! Oh, no! Fuck! Kyeria protects... Oh, no! The hubris. The hubris! GG, opponent. The mocking buff to get protected by Kyera. That's sweet. The more I sit and think about this OTA, it's actually just the best OTA we've had in a long time, isn't it? Just like no joke, like one of legitimately the best. 2,400 gold for a variant. What the fuck, Second Dinner? I agree. I cannot believe they made the Spotlight variant so cheap now that they brought them back. I was expecting the Spotlight variants to cost like 3,000 gold. So the fact that they're only 2,400, incredibly generous and surprising. Yo, switcheroo. Magic's not stellar against the Reality Stone deck, but I don't really have anything else better to do this turn. Goblin's a great draw here. I was about to say, now we have to guess, are they going to get rid of this or not? And now I no longer have to guess. You just snap me, video gamer? Can't fuck Buttercup. Honestly, it was only 16. Any moderately sized thing beat them there.
Victory.
All right. Our deck earned a gold ticket. I'm gonna let it run down the gold ticket, and then we'll try the next thing. It's only fair to let this run down the gold ticket. I gotta say, chat, playing Viper feels good. It's like they released 2 new cards today. Today's OT update makes it feel like they released 2 new cards that everyone got for free. Loving playing with Lockjaw and Viper again. It's great that Second Dinner works to make every card playable eventually. Yeah, we spent like an hour and a half to 2 hours playing Lockjaw after the OTA dropped, so there will be a Lockjaw highlight on the YouTube channel tonight if you missed it. In a sweet build. I only have 3 keys. Should I pull for Viper? Definitely. 1,000% pull for Viper. Quantum Tunnel actually kind of sucks for us, so hood here, and then we'll magic that one, I think. Oh, come on, Mirage.
Opponent snapped.
I think I'm staying. My hand's alright. I think I'm gonna stay. They're an Ant-Man deck. Interesting. Don't think I want to give them a Dr. Octopus. I think it's just this. I think I want a Doc Center. I don't know that I want all my stats to end up in the same spot, though. Second Dinner has confirmed, by the way, that the borders in these bundles will not be exclusive to these two bundles, and they'll be available in other places going forward in limited time offers only. For example, you'll be able to get 3 of them from Deadpool's Diner next week. So they won't ever be purchasable like on demand, but they're gonna rotate it out of limited time stuff. Or not, they're not exclusive to these things we're doing right now, though. I think we're dead, honestly. Feeling pretty dead. Does this ever let me cheese? Oh, this just loses me the center. That's fine. But it's playing a neat combination of things.
Escaped.
The Sarah with all the 1-drops is interesting. I wonder what they're discounting. Are they a Hitmonkey deck? My buddy's on Hitmonkey. This is a good location for our Shang deck. Snap. I have him in hand. Hitmonkey Mysterio could be, yeah. They could be a Shang deck too. They have Rogue with Sarah, could be other tech cards. The Ant-Man's throwing me for a bit of a loop, personally. Okay, and then we're hoping that They have priority, so I can Titania here safely. Well... I think I'm doing this, and then with the extra energy I should have next turn, I can Doc Ock them center, yeah? And if Doc fills their spot, Titania can't jump across. Dodge a Kitty Pride, we can dodge a ball. Got him. Okay, and then we're done here. We're gonna fill their left side and just completely lock them out. Matter where the real Slim Shady's at. If you're looking for the upcoming Spotlight cash schedule, check out my cash review here. I talk about the ones that are confirmed for July and then take a look at data mines for August and September as well. Sure. You think this is really Dwayne Johnson? Probably not. Go out on a limb and say probably not.
Snap.
I'll snap back on the hood draw. Glue them up. They didn't have a one. I'm surprised they snapped us on one and didn't have a one drop on one. They must just have like Bishop Sarah stuff, huh? This honestly feels great, chat. Keep having fun. Thanks for keeping me around, David. I appreciate the 12 months. Really want a magic? But that runs the risk of them having Nico location change. Is it Doc Ock right or Magic Widow? Yeah, the Mirage is threatening our demon, which is not great. So they can play 1, 2, 3. They have 4 cards at most. So that puts them to 8. And the demon puts them to 17. So this ties, assuming they play 4 cards. If they play one thing here, Titania jumps across and their Ant-Man still stays there. So I think it's just this then, right? Break her by a lot because of the Titania.
Victory.
Dr. Octopus is so good against Hitmonkey. Such a rude dude. Titania is one of the more skill-testing cards on Snap for sure. She makes you think about the game in a way that you typically wouldn't have to think about the game. You're at a viewer deck submission that was all underrated cards. I mean, that's probably not very good. Usually cards that are underrated have some key synergies or need to be played together with other things in the right way. Is there any specific character you would love to see in Marvel Snap? If so, any ability you think about? I think one of the most iconic characters from the Marvel franchise that's still not in Marvel Snap is Adam Warlock. I think he had some major parts in Guardian of the Galaxy, and he's definitely a fan favorite of sorts. So I think it would be cool if they made him a card for the game. The less sarcastic answer is, I think Predator. Is that his name? No, Prowler. Sorry, I guess there are mostly C-list characters left that aren't in the game. Prowler, Miles Morales' uncle from the Spider Predator. Prowler. Started with a P. I was close. Ooh, Thanos Avatar playing a Thanos deck. Spicy.
Oh, snap.
I'll snap on this absurd Nico Roland draws here. I was really surprised we didn't get a Prowler card when Spider-Verse Across the Spider-Verse came out. I think it's this with the intention to magic New York so they can't break up the clog next turn, or on the last turn. Viper! Viper! Actually, what if I just do this instead? Holy forking shirt balls, chat! What a turn! Good gravy. Assuredly, they play at least one Marvel Snap card this turn, yes?
We are the future.
Are you the future, Magneto? Are you the future? Tell me more about this future in which you speak. Nerf Viper now. Viper Titania's got me excited, chat. We are gonna build more Viper Titania decks. I hadn't thought about Viper Titania working like Green Goblin Titania. That's got my wheels turning.
Victory. Oh, snap.
I need you to stop innovating the clog archetype, because one of these days it's going to catch on. Yeah, that's true. Alright, we're gonna need to magic that one, I think. Soulstone makes it so Thanos can't be discarded or destroyed. Clog is miserable to play against. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. To maybe provide like a little context, I would go so far as to say I think the truly offensive card in this archetype is Dr. Octopus. If you were like, Jeff, what's the one card in Clog you would adjust to make it less offensive? Doc Ock's my answer every time. annoying, but not the end of the world. Probably worse for them than us, honestly. If they weren't a Reality Stone deck, I would, if they weren't a Reality Stone deck, I would have snapped them there. But because they're a Reality Stone deck, I think I needed to wait. And now I'll snap them and they'll probably leave, but... Or they won't. It'll be great for us, either way. Yeah, for sure, Duck. I was mostly just pointing out that, like, I think Doc Ock is the lowest player agency card you play against in this deck that we're playing. Like, I think a lot of the cards, like Debris and Titania and others, can be skill testing to play against. We'll just do a random blue marble, but... Didn't think I could beat you on the right? Cool. Weird stay.
Victory.
Also, to like point out the player agency comment, to everyone in chat who just implied my opponent was ghosting when they filled the right against my Clutter deck on turn 5, this is why you suck at Marvel Snap. My opponent's not cheating, they just like understand the deck that I'm playing and made a good decision with the player agency that they had to play around me clogging them. And like, obviously they made a bad stay at the end after that, but like, the idea that, like, you have to be looking at my screen to know you need to play around being clogged on 5 is just, like, mind-numbingly stupid. Goes directly back to what I was talking about moments ago about there being player agency in the matchup. Them playing Reality Stone on 1 is genuinely good for us. It means I get to draw Limbo and then not be concerned with it. I'm supposed to modify my play based on my opponent's deck. You know, based on how often people ask me questions like, Jeff, what order do I play these cards in, or what am I looking to do? Now, it seems like it would be a surprise to some people. Just like the idea of adjusting accordingly is very foreign. They still haven't triggered Vormir, right? Yeah. Although they could just play any 1 or 6 into it, not be concerned. It feels so good. It's so powerful in the best kind of way. Just like, no coin flips, no RNG, just, you're getting the smallest one. She's a real Marvel Sap card for the first time in a long time. For the first time in a long time. Very real Marvel Sap card. She spent all her time outside of the meta trading, so now she always hits. Nice. I like it. Joke's on you, my card sucked anyways. A little bit of an awkward spot here. When you're playing against a deck that has a tool like Reality Stone, you want to Dr. Octopus your Limbo as frequently as possible. This is also applicable against decks playing Nocturne. You just want to fill that bad Bama Jamma up so your opponent does not have the option to rip it away from you on the last turn. It's not a card I'm playing around. I don't think it's likely in their output range. So I have priority. So if I'm putting Titania into the hub, I'm not playing her last. Because they're going to play some number of cards here, I assume. I think it's this. And they played one card here, which means Titania stays on my side. Might not be enough to win, but she'll stay on my side at least. Is in fact enough to win. So to think about the permutations here with Titania, because she's a little bit of a brain-breaking card. My base assumption is they're moving Jeff and playing a bigger card here since they lost this. And once that happens, there's two options for their side of the board, right? They can play one card or they can play two cards. If they play one card, it sends Titania back across. If they play two cards, I can't send Titania to begin with. So it is always optimal in this spot, the way the board is lined up here, to go Viper, Titania second, Grandmaster, send her across. The only way that gets us in trouble is if they play nothing here, but I don't think they can afford to play nothing here. I think, given the texture of the board, they need big thing here plus second thing here. Hope that's enough. New Viper feels real clean. Honestly better than I was expecting her to. I was expecting her to still feel a little bit clunky at 3, but it's been solid. All right, let's roll some ads and see if we can convert to an infinity ticket with this one, huh? Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere, gamers. BRB. Bonus C2 is really low on my list of things to try. I don't think Ramona actively solves any problems that Cerebro 2 has as an archetype. We'll probably get to it eventually, but I'm not expecting it to feel relevant. I think Beast over Grandmaster would be Cope in this list. Yeah, I think Grandmaster is much better than Beast. I'm misremembering, Jeff said he's not a big Cerebro enjoyer in the past. I like Cerebro a lot. I don't like Cerebro 3. I think Cerebro 3 in particular tends to be overhyped or overpitched on its power level, whatever you want to call it. All right, let's see if we can convert. See if we can convert here to another infinite ticket. We've not gotten a Mockingbird Scar yet. That one's up there for me. I want to give that one a try. You say Polaris is a strong place in the clog deck. I think strong is probably overselling it, but I think Polaris is playable. I think if you're like, I'm a big fan of Polaris as a character, what's the best place to leverage her? I think clog's a good answer. No, we also played Lockjaw Thors. And Lockjaw Thors will be the highlight tonight on the YouTube channel. I had a really good set with it. Yeah, there's a ton of toys in this patch, chat. We still gotta get to Wolf, we gotta get some more Hit Monkey. Honestly, just the most boppin' OTA we've had in a while. Really good set of card changes. And the format was already good. Like, it's honestly impressive how good their changes could be, given that the format was already good. I'm excited to dig into Untapped stats tomorrow morning. Appreciate everybody hanging out today, by the way. Awesome to have over 2,000 people in here for some Marvel Snap. My little Twitch tracker here, so you had over 150 new followers today. If you're someone dropping by for the first time and you enjoy the vibes of the channel, be sure to tap that follow button and drop in again. If you're not familiar with me, my name's Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch with Marvel Snap being my primary game of choice. You'll find me here Monday through Friday during the week. Typically, I'm live for 6, 7, 8, sometimes even 9 or 10 hours while drops are going on. We're always playing lots of different decks. Typically, I change decks every 60 to 90 minutes or so. So if you're someone that likes a lot of variety and seeing lots of things get experimented with, this is a great channel for you. I'm something of an old hat here on twitch.tv. I've been streaming for over a decade, with this being my full-time job for almost 7 years. Before Marvel Snap, I played a lot of Magic the Gathering, some Runeterra, and other turn-based and strategy card games. In a former life, before I was a full-time content creator on the internet, I possess a graduate degree and undergraduate degree in mathematics, and I spent time teaching at both the high school and college level. You'll find my streams are very analytically focused because of that. We're always looking to improve the decks that we are working on and level up my play. Someone asked, I saw a promo to get ad-free with Twitch Turbo. How does that work? Although I don't think I'd consider getting it. So Twitch Turbo basically pays me like you watch the advert when you are here in the adverts roll. So I get a very nominal amount of money. You should basically only be watching. You should basically only do Twitch Turbo if you're someone that, like, watches a ton of different Twitch streams. If you're someone who floats between, like, 1 or 2 streams or 2 or 3, just consider subscribing directly to the creator. It is significantly more support. Oh, I guess it's a little awkward with Mojo World, right? Because I locked them here on the left, but I'm actually gonna have to play. I actually have to play 3 things out over here still, yeah? The way the math works out. Alright, so Doc Ock lets me fill here, and then Kyera does not protect Cole, because he's 10 power, but he's not a 6 or a 1. So we'll fill this, and then hopefully plan to clear this with Shang. That's true! If you have Amazon Prime, you do get a free sub. And then so this brings the Titania here, sends her back. This also cuts them off of having like a blue Marvel surprise on the last turn. Yes, Magic is very, very good in these clock decks. There are a lot of turn 7s that look like this, where we won the game because we get a turn 7 and they do not. They might actually cope stay here. Kyera, yeah, they cope stayed. Kyera doesn't protect call givers. like we explicitly talked about moments ago. Magic, Shag, and Dr. Octopus, the only reason Mildex ever won games. Yes. Yeah, this archetype is basically the good parts of the Mill deck with like other bits that work better with them mixed in. 110%. Our deck is definitely a bully against Thanos. Any White Widow subs, Cannonball maybe. The #1 rule, and I really want you to take this to heart, gamers. The #1 rule when you are replacing cards you are missing is you want them to have similar energy costs and functions, ideally. So replacing a 2 energy card like White Widow with a copy of Cannonball is never correct. They're not the same role, and they're not remotely the same energy cost. There is not a clean 1-to-1 replacement for White Widow. However, if you are going to substitute her out, I would probably say Mojo as another 2 energy card that works with our clog theme. Nocturne and Jeff, things that allow you to move around the board, are actually low-key some of the best things you could be doing against our archetype. And this here is great, chat. So we get to send the rock over, and then if they didn't play anything, Titania will jump across as well. In case before this happens. Good snapback here from the opponent on their hub card being really good. I think Viper's really good now, yeah. I'm shagging now because they're a Kyra deck. It gives them more flexibility on the last turn, but... unfortunately, I think I have to go. This matchup's pretty good for us. I'd much rather be 6-6 than 4-6. Juggernaut off of the hub. Just incredible pull for the opponent. Really good step back for them.
Escaped.
He's so pretty. Edge. Yeah, Lockjaw Thanos definitely looks like the most popular new thing. It's the most popular new thing I've run into so far. Yeah, mulligan here. It's real awkward. No debris, no magic, no green goblin. Opponents really got it out for our deck, though. Nocturne, in addition to Reality Stone, feels tough. We're beating up a lot of the other Thanos decks we were playing. Them having 2 ways to interface. With Limbo is good for them. This and then Shang on the left means we win the game, yeah? It means both the Widow's Bites are going to be active on the last turn. Daredevil goes, Titania goes. It's like viable without White Widow, maybe? They can still move Nocturne. Yeah, but if they play something big on the left, they have priority, we're gonna shake them. They would need something crazy like a Juggernaut or an Alioth. Alioth is possible. We could eat shit to an Alioth on the left, but I feel like if they had Alioth, they would have slammed it by now, yeah? Pull my Titania back, put Widow's Kiss back to -4, Shang you, put your Widow's Kiss. Like, the ability to make the Widow's Kisses active on the last turn of the game while also allowing them to be clog tools over the course of the game is so disgusting. Like, again, people keep asking our replacements for White Widow. This genuinely might be the best White Widow deck I've ever played. Like, it's really powerful. Like that game right there, just like showcasing the power and finesse that she allows. So, I think I'm actually supposed to leave here. Next round is high stakes, meaning I can basically just take a mulligan here. Because 5 cubes means I still have 3 chances to beat them. Whereas if I call here and lose, I only have 2 chances. I think Krakoa is better for them than us, and my opener's kind of mid here. So this is a free retreat. I basically get to take a mulligan on the opening location of my opening hand. That's one of those things where, like, understanding that's very specific to Conquest, right? And understanding high stakes rounds are about to happen. This is how my cube total interfaces with their cube total. It's one of those things I think people fail to min-max when they're not thinking about how it works. And now we just play. There's no more stepping. There's no more retreating. We just got three shots to take their last 2 cubes and get ourselves the infinite ticket here. Them playing Reality Stone on 1 is so good for us. This thing doesn't even draw a card anymore, chat. Stop playing this on the first turn of the game. It's so bad. When it drew a card, it was defendable to play out early. It doesn't draw a card anymore. The Dream Dimension is worse for us than them. It's definitely the case. Try and fill the left ear. Oh, and they have priority here, so even if they play into the left trying to get rid of Castle Zemo's effect, we're still gonna clog them. And then Daredevil gives me precise information, letting me know if I can clog them up with Green Goblin this turn. Holy forking shirt balls, chat. I love this deck. Oh, I love this deck. Okay, so we just need them to not roll a mover. No Jeff, no Nocturne, no Vision, and the game should be over. They do have 3 movers in their deck, though. Yeah, there's a Vision. We're not done yet. Yeah, it's a 50-50 on the Shang. They have Kyera, so if they flip out a different big thing, we probably die. I could do this. It's probably just this and hope that they roll something little here. They haven't made their play yet. This is bad if they move this and then play other things. They could also leave this to just play a big thing here and then this protects it. It always makes me think I try not to call ghosts, but like when they're sitting here this whole time and they haven't made a decision. You had Blue Marvel as your last card the entire time, and you ran the entire rope down before playing it? What is wrong with video gamers? I like, it's great that they got us with the last card, but like what is possibly happening that they're like waiting till the last possible second to do that? Their boss must have walked in or something, right? The can't pass the turn bug hasn't existed in a very long time. Hasn't been a thing for a hot minute. It's happening when someone snaps. Well, no one snapped that game. So even if we're operating under the premise of what you're saying is true. Given your condition, it's not. Wasn't a thing that game. But if you know and you're not defending it, why even bring it up? If it's true that you knew, why say the words? Got him. This is fucking gross. All right, we know their entire deck, right? So I just need to beat Blue Marvel in both paths and we're good to go. Yeah. She's a real Marvel Snap card, video gamers. She is a real Marvel Snap card. I don't know that there are stellar replacements for Grandmaster or White Widow. I'm sorry, I know that those are cards people are missing. And they're actually like the only, there's 3 Series 5 cards in this deck. It's Nico, White Widow, Grandmaster. Like there's so many spots where that we won with those cards where no other card in the game remotely gets you across the finish line. It's probably serviceable to have Nico be something else. She's good, but not strictly unique. Absorbing Man is probably the closest thing to Grandmaster, but he's way less efficient. To an incredible degree is he less efficient. I like that build a lot. That felt like a really Daredevil felt really good. Daredevil was instrumental in letting us lock our opponent in a precise manner on turn 5 on more than one occasion.